on the shared vision and collective efforts, I'd like to invite the Honorable Minister of Minerals and Energy, Ms. Bogolo Kenewendo, to deliver the opening remarks.
Mr. President, I am panting my way through this opening. The President of the Republic of Botswana, Advocate Duma Gideon Boko, the Vice President, Re Ndaba Nkosinati Gaolate, who's also the Minister of Finance, honorable members of Cabinet here present, executives of De Beers Group, distinguished members of the Diplomatic Corps, the esteemed family of the late Dr. Gausitwe Tshiepe, all former ministers here with us, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon in this blazing room. I know we don't even have enough voices. I'm trying to figure out why there is no air conditioning when all I've been talking about all week is that there be air conditioning in this room. And I promise the De Beers team that this is not a negotiating tactic. We're not trying to ensure that they are so melted they end up signing something they do not know. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we bear witness to another defining chapter in Botswana's illustrious diamond journey. Today, we're not just signing a sales agreement, we are reaffirming a legacy of trust, of collaboration, and unwavering commitment to the prosperity of Botswana and of Botswana. But we also recognize that the diamond industry and our diamonds are not just about Botswana or Botswana. We recognize the important role of leadership that Botswana plays in the diamond industry, and therefore the significance that this agreement brings and it means to the diamond industry world over. As only the third female Minister of Minerals and Energy, I am proud to stand on the shoulders of giants that have come before me, and I wish to recognize at this moment the late Dr. Gausitwe Tshiepe, who's a pioneer, whose contributions to Botswana's economy and transformation remains unmatched. It is deeply moving to have with us today her family as we celebrate yet another milestone in the very industry that she helped us to shape. And may her wisdom, her resilience, and her vision continue to inspire all of us as we navigate through this new era. And I just want to take a moment to thank in particular her family that is with us today for having loaned her to us over the years. We are here in Orapa House, the venue for this momentous occasion. It's more than just a building. It symbolizes Botswana's journey from discovery to dominance in the global diamond industry. Within these walls, our nation's diamond story took root, a story of strategic foresight. Masedi, please, can I have my pen? Of strategic foresight, responsible. I apologize for that. I was literally melting over here. Orapa House represents, it's more than a building to us, but it symbolizes Botswana's journey from discovery to dominance in the global diamond industry. And it's within these halls and these walls that our nation's diamond story took root. In 1982, when Dr. Rausito Tshiepo opened this building, it represented strategic foresight, responsible resource management, and an unshakable belief in Botswana's potential. The 2025 sales agreement between the government of Botswana and De Beers Group is yet another testament to this enduring vision. And this agreement represents a commitment not only to securing economic returns, but to ensuring that Botswana remains the center of the global diamond industry. That we can drive innovation from here, we can drive beneficiation from here, and most importantly, we can drive broad-based citizen economic empowerment. So I wish to welcome you into this particular space so we can reflect on our past, but we can think about the visions that it represents, and we can position ourselves for the future that this agreement helps us to secure. To our stakeholders who continue to place their trust in Botswana's diamonds, you are the backbone in this industry. Your commitment ensures that our value of our diamonds extends beyond commerce. It uplifts communities, and it funds education and builds a stronger, more resilient Botswana. To the citizens of Botswana, this agreement is not just about securing revenue, but it is about securing futures, as I've said. But Mr. President, even though we are in this burning room, I wish to take a moment to recognize the teams that have made all of this happen. As I welcome you all, I want to thank the Botswana negotiating team that was led by the PSP, and also the legal brains around the Attorney General. And I wish to also thank the team at the Ministry of Minerals and Energy. It has been a long 6+ years of negotiations, and we recognize that on the other side, a team that now we are proud to be partners of has also put in the hard work and are busy turning red in this steaming building. So I wish to also thank and recognize the hard work that the De Beers team has put into the negotiation of this agreement. And then lastly, I want to thank the teams of the Gaborone City Council that cleared way for us to be here in Orapa House, to thank the team at the Ministry of Infrastructure and Transport that made sure that Orapa House was inhabitable after being a construction site for a long time. I want to thank the teams at the Ministry of State President, who are the custodians of this building, who have enabled us to be here today. But I also, once again, want to thank the teams at Ministry of Minerals and Energy and our state-owned enterprises across Botswana, ODC, MDCB, and all the others that have ensured that this event goes on without this heat of a glitch. And Mr. President, today is a day of promise. As we prepare to hear from you, I wish to reaffirm the ministry's unwavering dedication to ensuring that this industry continues to deliver for Botswana and for Botswana. We have built a diamond legacy on the foundation of unity, and together we will propel Botswana into an even brighter future. And with that, it is my greatest honor to welcome you all to Orapa House, a building that not only represents the past, but certainly represents the vision for our future. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I low-key wish you'd forgotten your fan up here, because I think we could all definitely do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite Chief Executive Officer, De Beers Group, Mr. Al Cook, to share his remarks.
Mr. Al Cooks is actually true. Mr. President, Honourable Vice President, please allow me to stand on the protocols observed. 58 years ago, diamonds were discovered in Botswana. And so started the greatest public-private partnership the world has ever seen. Under the leadership of successive responsible Botswana governments, the precious resources beneath the soil of Botswana created even more precious potential above the soil of Botswana. The world's greatest diamond country came together with the world's greatest diamond company. The new agreement that we're signing today will go down in history as an evolution in that wonderful history. As the Minister has observed, the agreement has taken 6 years to negotiate. As we like to say, I believe it was worth the wait. I would like to commend the vision of President Boko and the Botswana government, the vision they've set out in this agreement, and the aspirations for the people of Botswana that they've set in place. The cornerstone of the new agreements is Diamonds for Development, a program that will see us invest together in the future of the people of Botswana, investing in sustainable economic development beyond diamonds and beyond the recovery of the last diamond. It's a truly visionary program, and I believe it'll go down in history as the key to what we've achieved over the last 6 years. I would like to pay my tribute to those who've led the negotiations over those last few years. The team led by the Permanent Secretary to the President, as Emma Pelowet-Letsi, and all the respect that she and her team have shown to De Beers, even in the toughest of negotiations. I would also like to thank our De Beers negotiating team, led by Alessandra Berridge, Tom Johnson, Paul Rowley, and so many others who've worked so hard to make today possible. Today is a diamond agreement, but also an agreement that goes beyond diamonds, an agreement that invests in the people of Botswana. It starts with a 1 billion pula investment in diamonds development, extending to up to $10 billion pula over the course of the agreement, but one which I believe, under the leadership of this government, supported by De Beers, can turn into tens and hundreds of billion pula of investment. It's a sign of our confidence in this country and a sign of our confidence in the people of Botswana. Now, we know the brilliant stories of the people of Botswana, the brilliance that diamonds have done in this country. We know the stories that are showcased so well in a Rapper House. But does the world know those stories? Does the world know the ethical, responsible, and sustainable stories of the diamonds from Botswana? So key to the partnership that we are agreeing today is a marketing partnership. A partnership for the first time putting the resources, the brains, the capabilities of the Botswana government and ODC together with the brains, the people, and the resources of De Beers. A marketing partnership that can tell the story of the diamonds of Botswana and can tell the story of the people of Botswana. A Botswana story that I and the people of De Beers are so proud to play a small role in. Mr. President, Honourable Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, we in De Beers will never forget what a privilege it is to be your partner. We will never take that privilege for granted. We will always feel that privilege as we work going forwards. Thank you, Mr. President, for your trust. We will live up to it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cook. We do all cook up here. Ladies and gentlemen, before we hear from the President, it is only customary and only right in the Setswana culture that as an elder prepares to stand, there is a sweet something that invites him and asks him to stand. Therefore, I'm going to ask that you help me welcome back to the stage Andante Chorus, and as soon as they are done, I will invite the Honorable Minister of Minerals and Energy to please come to the stage to introduce the President.
Thank you very much, Andante. Beautiful. Thank you, Peña Moroka. You've given me the responsibility of introducing the president, and I wanted to take a second to recognize the president as our lead negotiator in these negotiations towards the agreement. The role that both the president and the vice president played in us getting where we are was extremely crucial. And I wish that sometimes I could share some of the stories of just what a tag team they make. And we get to experience the lawyer in different ways, as you all know. But it has been an honor and a privilege to have both the counsel, the support, and the leadership of the President, Advocate Duma Gideon Boko, during the negotiations of this, and the leadership, the support of the Vice President, Re Ndaba Haolate. And I wanted to take a moment to recognize their contributions to us being here today. And then it gives me the greatest honor to introduce to the stage, to give us his keynote address, the lead negotiator of the government of Botswana. And had we known, Mr. President, we should have negotiated in this heat, because we would have finished very soon, very quickly. And so it is my greatest honor, and I ask you to join me in rising as we welcome the 6th President of the Republic of Botswana, Re Advocate Duma Gideon.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Let me begin by recognizing each and every one of you individually and personally. Thank you for being here with us and bearing this heat. It reminds me of a famous preacher who once had to preach in conditions, I think, similar to these ones. It was blazing hot on the day. People had come from far and wide to listen to this famous preacher. And they had waited a very long time in the heat. And at a certain point, he took to the lectern to preach. He looked at the people who had gathered there in their hundreds of thousands and said to them, "It sure is very hot today. Imagine how it must be in hell." Thank you very much. And he left, and that was his message. I shall not presume to follow that route and beat that standard for brevity, but I shall surely do the very best I can in these circumstances. I've recognized you. You've been enunciated, enumerated in your offices, your various stations, your different roles, and I recognize you as well. We are here today to mark, reference, and celebrate a propitious moment, not just to celebrate it, but to seize it and walk into the future with renewed vigor and confidence. We celebrate a partnership that has carried us thus far, a partnership built on trust, mutual respect, and utmost good faith. A partnership that has enabled us to extract from the belly of the earth in the Republic of Botswana these sparkling, scintillating, precious stones. Use them as the energy that powers our economic growth, our sustenance, the transformation and development of our lives and livelihoods, and indeed our country. A public-private partnership between ourselves as the government of the Republic of Botswana, as Botswana, and the De Beers group of companies. It has brought us this far. We've reveled in the joys and the opportunities of our mutual collaboration. We've tried the best we could to build an economy, a resilient economy. And in the process, I must confess, we fell into the complacency of over-reliance on these powerful stones. We've reached a point now in our journey where we face headwinds, challenges in relation to our diamonds. We face challenges of a market that is unstable, that at the moment is somewhat unresponsive. We face challenges of fake diamonds, euphemistically called lab-grown, fake, because the genuine article is that stone that we mine from the bowels of the earth in Botswana. That is the genuine article. That carries the history, this life story of a whole people that powers their lives, their livelihoods, on which this country is built and must progress. That is the genuine article. These stones that we mine from Morapa, from Joaneng, these are the genuine diamonds, the natural diamonds. And we have the challenge now to tell the story of these diamonds through this partnership. This is a partnership that models, enacts, and exemplifies ties that bind us, the government of the Republic of Botswana, and the De Beers group of companies, a partnership that says to the rest of the world, you are free, you are invited, you are encouraged, you are urged to come to Botswana, because here we are a people of durable partnerships, partnerships built on firm foundations of respect and trust. We invite all investors to emulate what the De Beers group of companies has done enter into these types of partnership with the government and people of Botswana to achieve the kinds of results that we've achieved with our diamonds, with this particular partnership. We celebrate this partnership. We are here to cement, to deepen, to broaden this partnership and the relationship that it presents. We are happy. We've traveled a long path of negotiation. And I've said, I have continued to maintain that when you negotiate, you know you've achieved a reasonable, fair, and equitable outcome when all the parties to the negotiation come out of that negotiation crying and celebrating in equal measure. Then you have a reasonably good agreement. If one of the parties is celebrating and the other is up in arms, you do not have a durable, sustainable partnership. I have looked at the face of Al Cook, representing De Beers. He seems to smile on occasion, but I see a deep sense of anguish as well at the same time. That perfect admixture of pain and celebration, joy. Not Kenewend, joy. And I look on the side of the Botswana government, I see pretty much the same sentiment. We have us a good deal. And we trust that it will carry us well into the future. To the people of Botswana, this partnership, this agreement is about you. It's about the jobs that you need. It's about the hope that you must have in your country. It's about the faith and confidence you must have in the institutions that this country has. But it is also a challenge to you that we must now begin to reimagine, refashion, reconfigure these institutions the better to serve our country better than it has been served thus far. We must not engage in any institutional fetishism. We must not respect these institutions too much, because even as we rely on what they have given us, we must constantly reevaluate, reimagine, refashion, and improve them. This partnership is an example to us that we can forge these partnerships built on shared values, shared virtues, and a shared vision. And I celebrate today this propitious moment where we have to sign, seal, and cement the partnership. We send a message to the world. Botswana is the best place on the African continent to do business. Botswana is the best place to locate your offices, your factories, all your operations. Bring them here, because here we respect partnerships. We value them immensely. We thrive on account of these partnerships. To the De Beers group of companies, thank you very much for this particular partnership. Thank you very much for the opportunities that it portends for us, for yourselves, and for the world. And we must from here go out and tell the story of these diamonds. Tell the world that they come from Botswana, a country of strong democratic institutions, a strong democratic culture, a resilient nation. We must tell the world that when they buy these natural diamonds from Botswana, they are assisting this country to grow, to develop, to progress, and to become the exemplar to the rest of the African continent that it has thus far been. And it seems to me that this partnership and many others that will come will ensure that Botswana takes its place at the head of the table as a leader, not just in democracy, but in ethical business practices, in building institutions that serve, and ensuring that the country progresses for the benefit of all its people. So thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for the hard work that you've put in. Thank you to all the negotiating teams that pushed each other hard, bounced these ideas against each other, banged heads, did some stylish grave digging, went into the past and dug out information and presented it, marshaled it, and ultimately brought us where we are today, to this propitious moment where we now sign, seal, and authenticate this partnership. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Remakang, I recognize you. I see you. I see many familiar faces. I extend to you my warmest regards. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Much, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. We're going to take a short interlude, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity maybe to rehydrate and grab a little bit of fresh air while the signing table gets set up on stage for the reason we are all here this afternoon. While the table is set up, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the legal teams to place the agreements and pens on the table, ready for our signatories. The legal teams, please, with the agreements and the pens that will be used for signing. To our media, there are designated photographers, so please give them the right of way, if you will. They will then be able to disseminate the correct images and videos, if you so wish, for publication on your platforms. So please, those that are with De Beers, those wearing the all access tags, please give them position of prominence in front of the table such that they can take the right quality footage and be able to share it with you. Thank you. I would now like to invite our signatories, Honorable Minister of Minerals and Energy, Ms. Bogoluk Enewendo, and De Beers Group Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Al Cook, to join me on stage and take their positions at the table. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kindly ask that the media please make way. Media, please make way. Because at this stage, I'm going to invite DBS Group Chief People Officer, Mayor Maleboko Mpugwa, to join. The Vice President and Minister of Finance, Aulate. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Vice President, thank you, Honorable Minister, and thank you to the executive team from De Beers for that photo opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask that you please remain standing. The President, Advocate Duma Gideon Boko, has kindly asked that he please take leave, and I'm going to ask that we please give the opportunity. So please, ladies and gentlemen, stand or remain standing as the President of the Republic of Botswana, Advocate Duma Gideon Boko, takes leave. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. And as we get close to the end of our program, we're going to take a short musical interlude. Please, ladies and gentlemen, with a very warm round of applause, please help me welcome one of Botswana's most celebrated theater performing troupes. Please put your hands together for Mopato Dance Theater.
on the future of the diamond industry, we must center our discussions on the diamond producing nations. Because you see, these nations are not just mere stakeholders. They are the custodians of an industry that has potential to uplift their people, to create jobs and foster socio-economic development. Rise, O economy! Rise and soar!
Sons of the soul, arise, arise, arise. Sons of the soul, arise, arise, arise. Banale basadi, bawepile, muhuzo wapata,
One more time for Mopato Dance Theatre, ladies and gentlemen. We've now come to the end of our program, and I'm going to humbly invite Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Minerals and Energy, Rep. Elai Lokue, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to say all protocol observed. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is just to thank you for being with us this afternoon. So we'll see you later at the dinner. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program. Once again, thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for braving and bearing this heat. Refreshments are now served, refreshments being food as well as drink. And of course, the Diamond Gallery is open for all of us to take a tour. It is in the foyer of the building. please feel free. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Peña Moroka. Have yourself a blessed afternoon.